Namaste, I am Tejaswini and welcome to Astrology and Dharma. All emotions are essential. It is required to feel happy, sad, angry, upset, afraid, and all that depending on the circumstances. This is a normal response to situations in life which we as average human beings must go through. But sometimes an emotion continues for a far longer than it should, and then it is a problem. This is an emotional imbalance and it is connected to your horoscope. In this video, let's find out if you are susceptible to rage issues. Intense, uncontrollable anger is linked to combinations of the fiery planets in your birth chart. If you have fiery planets influencing your birth moon, your ascendant lord, your ascendant sign, the sixth house from the ascendant sign or its lord or your birth moon, then there is a good chance that you will have a fiery temper. But a fiery temper does not always mean that it will create anger issues. Rage becomes a problem only when you respond to a situation in an unbalanced way. That is when you lash out and you cannot recover your balance in a reasonable time frame. Actually, any excessive emotion should end after some time. For example, if you are angry, you cannot continue to rage forever. The emotional turbulence has to subside in a reasonable time frame. Otherwise, it will get converted into an actual illness in the body and the mind. Too much of anger, misdirected anger, repressed anger, confused anger, anger in any form will cause real pain to you and also to your loved ones. The main planet associated with rage issues is Mars and sometimes Ketu. But for this anger to turn into a problem requires that the planet be spoilt. All the three fiery planets, Mars, Sun and Ketu, have to be spoilt together. So let's analyze Mars and see how he can get spoilt. Mars, if retrograde, does not let you express your emotions outwards in a healthy manner. For example, if you are arguing with someone, you cannot phrase your words properly. You cannot give a logical counter argument. Your mind cannot focus. You stammer or you burst into angry tears or you get so overwhelmed that you run away. Then a debilitated Mars, that is Mars in Cancer, causes internal heat which is very intense. You are constantly burning on the inside. And given the slightest provocation, you can explode like an underwater volcano. You will always suffer from some issue of the digestive system because digesting things, adapting to situations, tolerating others is always difficult for you. Also, some problem in the reproductive system is also possible. Such a debilitated Mars makes you burn on the inside. You are unable to let out your emotions. Thus, you end up hurting your own mind and your own body. Then if Mars is combust, that is in close conjunction with the Sun, then you may take wrong decisions or get into misdirected arguments because of a misplaced sense of entitlement. You genuinely believe yourself to be worthy of some things which were denied because of some rule or something, and you cannot hold back your anger. You then use very cutting words and you act very harshly, which often causes permanent damage to your personality and to your relationships. Next, Ketu is a fiery planet and he is generally malefic. He gives unpleasant results on the energy levels, astral levels, subconscious levels. For most of us, Ketu alone is generally not powerful enough to manifest strongly in the physical material world. But if you suffer from skin diseases, allergies, discolorations, then this means that your Ketu is inauspicious and also powerful enough to manifest in the physical level. Ketu, if linked to your birth moon, your ascendant lord, ascendant sign, or sixth house, makes your rage different, impersonal. You are slow to anger, but once you reach the boiling point, you systematically rage without feeling anything for the opposite party or anything for yourself also. You are not cruel by nature, you are just instinctively ruthless. You can get intensely angry, but in an emotionless manner. It is a cold rage. This instinctive anger will be triggered by the planets who are connected to Ketu or the house or the sign he is in. Especially if he is linked to the other cruel planets like Sun, Mars or Saturn, then you should be careful. Now the Sun. In Vedic astrology, the Sun governs self-expression, ego, the vitality, the creative genius. If he is damaged, like if he is eclipsed, if he is debilitated or with some other malefic planets, then he will create rage issues. Here you might feel that you are being denied what is due to you. You might feel that your ego is hurt or your personal identity is being challenged, or if you feel that you are being considered to be equal to everybody else. Such situations will trigger your arrogance, your sense of entitlement, your ego, and then you may rage offensively or defensively. And then if you have a combination of the fiery and the airy cruel planets, that is Sun, Mars and Ketu with Saturn or Rahu, then they together can become an uncontrolled explosive mix of fire and air. They can create such misdirected fire which causes intense damage. They can give rage issues coupled with criminal tendencies. If you have such combinations, then you should be very careful in specific transits and specific dashas of the planets, as then the tendency to flare up will be even higher. Uncontrolled and misdirected emotions eventually lead to problems. To be successful in life, you have to control your mind. This is the first step to every achievement in life. Thank you for watching. Namaste.